7 Things Young Women Tend to Avoid in Older Men. Stoic Epic. When you're flirting with a younger woman, making avoidable mistakes can quickly cause her to lose interest and distance herself. In fact, many men often believe that money can help them win over any woman, especially younger ones. But that's not entirely true. While money can be an important factor in some cases, it's not everything. No matter how much money you have, if you make the mistakes I'm about to share, she may still pull away from you. Women, especially younger ones, are often more concerned with how you behave, how you make an emotional connection, and how you show sincerity in a relationship. So how can you avoid these common mistakes when trying to build a genuine relationship with a younger woman? Stay with me until the end of this content, because today I will share with you the 7 most important things that men need to avoid when interacting with women. Make sure to pay attention to each point, especially the last 2, as they are the most important and can completely change how women perceive you. When you understand and apply them correctly, I believe you'll see your relationship with women become much more positive and profound. And don't forget to support the Stoic Epic channel by hitting the subscribe button and sharing this content with your friends. Now let's dive into the 7 things to avoid so you don't end up pushing young women away. 1. Trying to act younger. When an older man tries to act or dress like a younger guy to impress a woman, this often has the opposite effect. Instead of becoming attractive, he may come across as awkward, forced, or even make the woman feel uncomfortable. Imagine a man in his 40s wearing a hoodie and torn jeans like a teenager, paired with brightly colored sneakers that seem more fitting for a high school student. This can make him look out of place for his age. It's even worse if he uses trendy slang or mimics the way younger people talk just to blend in and make an impression. In reality, women, especially younger ones, can easily tell when someone isn't being true to themselves. This lack of authenticity can turn them off quicker than you might think. They often value honesty and confidence much more than forced attempts to act like someone else. The best thing you can do is to just be yourself, show your own style, interests, and personality. When you're comfortable being who you are, your natural charm will shine through. Ultimately, confidence and self-assurance are what truly attract women. There's no need to play the part of a younger version of yourself to please anyone, because authenticity has a much more lasting value. 2. Only talking about yourself. When a man focuses only on talking about himself in a conversation, it doesn't just make the conversation boring, it can also annoy the other person. Women generally appreciate being listened to and having the space to share in communication. If you spend all your time talking about your achievements, personal problems, or simply expressing your own opinions without giving her room to speak, she'll likely feel that you only care about yourself. The general human instinct is to want to be heard and feel important in a conversation. When you don't give her the chance to share, it sends the message that her thoughts and feelings aren't important. This is a huge turnoff when it comes to building connection and attraction between the two of you. One of the most important aspects of flirting is being able to genuinely listen to her. Instead of constantly talking about your own story, ask questions to encourage her to share more about herself. Showing sincere interest in her opinions and experiences not only makes the conversation more engaging, but also gives the impression that you're thoughtful and polite. Furthermore, sharing the space in a conversation helps her feel respected and valued. This contributes to creating a deeper and more sustainable relationship instead of just having shallow interactions. Remember, flirting isn't about talking a lot. It's about creating a genuine connection through listening and sharing. 3. Lack of personal hygiene. This is one of the most important and subtle factors when it comes to making a good impression with women. If you show up for a date without taking proper care of yourself, you're making a serious mistake. A disheveled appearance, untidy facial hair, or even worse, an unpleasant body odor will make her feel uncomfortable from the very first meeting. Women are very sensitive to small details related to hygiene and appearance. If you don't pay attention to showering, wearing clean clothes, or using a light fragrance, she might think that you don't respect the date or didn't take the time to prepare thoughtfully. This can lead her to believe that you're not serious about building a relationship. Taking care of your appearance doesn't have to be complicated, but at the very least, you should show that you know how to take care of yourself. This not only helps you look more put together, but also sends the message that you are responsible and respect the other person. Furthermore, taking care of your appearance is also a way to show confidence and self-love. Remember that the way you treat yourself will reflect outwardly, and women can always sense that. A clean, neat appearance will not only help you make a good impression, but also show that you value the date and the person you're meeting. 4. Not respecting boundaries. Not respecting someone else's boundaries doesn't just cost you respect, it can also ruin a potential relationship. If you try to control her too much, like interfering with who she talks to, where she goes, or what she does, you could come across as possessive and disrespectful of her personal freedom. This is a very negative sign in a woman's eyes. Additionally, inappropriate physical contact without clear consent is a serious mistake. Even if your intentions are good or you want to show affection, if she's not comfortable or hasn't given clear signals, this can make her feel unsafe, even fearful. This can easily drive the relationship into a dead end. Patience and tact are key. Instead of rushing things, take the time to understand her feelings. Read her body language and words to know when she feels comfortable. Respecting boundaries is not only a sign of politeness, but also shows that you are empathetic and care about her emotions. Respecting boundaries also helps the relationship develop naturally and sustainably. When she feels safe and respected, she's much more likely to open up and develop feelings for you. Remember, patience and sensitivity are always the keys to building a genuine and deep connection. 5. Arrogance and bragging. If you think that showing arrogance and bragging will attract a girl's attention, you're making a big mistake. In reality, this not only makes you less attractive, but can also easily make her feel uncomfortable. Women tend to value humility and authenticity more than efforts to show off superiority. Constantly bragging about wealth, assets, cars, or personal achievements can make her think that you only care about material things and want to use them to make up for other shortcomings. Some men believe that young women only care about material wealth, but this is a mistaken and unfair view. What's important is not how much money you have or how big your achievements are, but how you treat her and the values you bring to the relationship. Instead of trying to impress her with material things, focus on showing sincerity, listening, and sharing meaningful aspects of your life. Humility and authenticity not only help you build a lasting relationship, but also make you more likable. Remember, real value is not in what you show off, but in how you create a connection and leave a lasting impression through your kindness and sincerity. 6. Overpriding yourself on age and experience. Frequently mentioning your age or boasting about your experience can make you less attractive to younger women. Instead of highlighting your value, this can easily give the impression that you're trying to compensate for a lack of confidence or feel insecure about the age gap. Women are often more interested in who you are and how you interact with them than how many years you've lived or how much experience you have. Emphasizing age might unintentionally make her feel that the generation gap between you two is widening, creating a barrier in communication and connection. Instead of focusing on age, highlight your real strengths. A captivating personality, charming sense of humor, and the way you treat others with sincerity will make you far more special and memorable. Let your experience naturally show through your actions and how you handle situations, rather than turning them into a bragging topic. Confidence doesn't come from constantly repeating what you've achieved, but from showing that you are interesting, sincere, and trustworthy. This not only helps you score points with her, but also builds a more natural and sustainable relationship. 7. Overemphasizing the age gap. If you constantly bring up the age difference between you and her, or make it the main topic of every conversation, it can create an unnecessary barrier in the relationship. Focusing too much on age will make her feel that the difference between the two of you is a significant issue, which can make her uncomfortable or insecure. Instead of continually highlighting age, focus on the common ground you share. You may have a difference in age, but that doesn't matter if you both share similar interests, life values, or activities you enjoy doing together. When both of you focus on your connections rather than your differences, the relationship will develop more naturally and sustainably. The key is to build the relationship on understanding and harmony in the things you both share, not just on the gaps you feel you need to explain or clarify. By emphasizing commonalities, she'll feel more comfortable and be more open with you. Remember, avoiding these 7 things will help you avoid upsetting a younger woman. I hope these tips are helpful. If you found them useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your story. See you in the next video.